Yo ho ho everybody, this is Stormy with the capital Z, and this time I am hopefully back for good. Man, it has been a very long time. I've only recently started playing Warcraft 3 with my friends, and no, don't even ask me about the professional scenes because believe me, I have absolutely no idea about what's going on over here right now. Who are playing, who are not, I'm pretty sure only a few of the professionals are still playing. This person is Yumiko, I believe, who is called Roberta in this game. So anyways, without further ado, let's get on to the game. Matchup is going to be over Turtle Rock, and on the top left, 9:30 o'clock position, we have the blue human named Roberta, who I believe is Yumiko. Well, at least that's what the replay site said. And cross-spawning against him will be his opponent, Clan U2M. We're just going to refer him as the Red Knightle player or U2M. Both of them opening up with pretty standard build orders. Don't see anything too very special going on there. Human player will probably go for the creeping, while the Knightle player will, I believe, take out one green camp and then rush into the humans base for the attack. You can see that the human player has just sent out the scout militia to see whether it was a close spawn. No, it is not, so he is very much safe. Actually, it's the opposite. The Natal player is much safe because it's not a close spawn. I have seen some games, and believe me, I have seen some dangerously close games where of human players spawning close to I believe I saw one with undead and one with orc, and believe me, the human player dominated that game. So we have the human player coming in with a few militiamen going for the creeping that which did detonate, by the way. By the way is what I meant. Knightle player, human player both creeping out the same camps. Human player using the militiamen to absorb the damage, not letting his footmen. Well, he did let the footman get some damage over there, but at least he got the creeps killed early. Now the Natal player going for the orange camp without the ancient. That is a little awkward. You don't quite see the Natal player do it without the ancient. It is a little hard, rather. And the Knightle player, man, he is low on hit points over there. If the human player decides to rush on after this little creeping over here, the Knightle player will be in big trouble. Nonetheless, he will still have the moonwells to regenerate with, but does he really wanna like spend all that mana right off the bat so early in the game? And well, I wouldn't say. I guess this person is just not one of the best players out there. Regardless, let's see how Yumiko fares against him. Yumiko done creeping out 2 green camps and will probably be heading towards the Night Elf base. I do believe Yumiko knows where the Night Elf player is. Yes, he does. And the Night Elf player, yep, he did scan out most of the area. Now the human player going for an expansion. Not keeping up with the game. I know you guys might be like, oh, you're not keeping up with the game. Yes, I am not. It's been a while. I'm trying to concentrate. You guys just bear with me, and I'm ready to listen to all the constructive criticisms you guys want to give me. Anyways, human player almost done creeping at this orange camp, expansion point, natural expansion, whatsoever you might want to call it. Not getting him to level 3 yet. He still needs 1 more kill for that, 10 more experience in other words. And there comes the Knightle player burning up all the mana. Well, nearly all the mana of the human player. He does not have enough to cast or rather summon a water elemental. Regardless, he does have the wand of mana stealing, and that will help him out very much whenever he does want to get that thing. And Nile player trying to cancel away the town hall, the human player not letting him do that. Going after the archers were forced to go back, and the demon hunter forced to go back as well. Human player looking in a very good position at the moment, and the expansion will probably come up as the Nidal player does not seem to have any huntresses on the field. His hunter's hall is only just began construction. Has only just began construction. Oh man, my English is just amazing today. So, Nidal player now going for AOW creeping at the orange camp. Basically the same camp in front of him that the human player just crept out and expanded on. Human player has the expansion up and running. Now he will want to tech up as soon as possible to get the tier 2 units. The Nidal player will be, well, he's pretty much creeping out this camp fairly easily, getting a panda as the second hero from the tavern. Human player's second hero won't be coming out anytime soon, as he did go for the factory, and oh my god, Nidal player almost lost a hero over there. Now some people would say that he had the Cloak of Shadows. He could have hidden using the hide ability that the Cloak of Shadow gives him, but he did have only like 62 HP left, and it's not worth the risk. If the human player did focus on him, and if the attacks were released before the shadow mending, the unit, or rather the hero, would have died regardless. Now the Nidal player picking off a footman. Human player going for some more creeping. I'm surprised that none of the players have crept out the goblin merchant camps, which is a very crucial camp on this map, if I had to say. You get the sentry ward, the watcher ward, to be very specific, and I believe the human player wishes to do that right now. Human player does not have a lot of defense over there. Those towers, my god, he did plant up the towers very late. Nidal player can easily enter in there and cast a few breath of fires, and that will not be helping him very much. And oh my god, a tree of life, where did this thing come from? The tree of life was somewhere else. I can say that it was for the expansion, and right now the human player has spotted it, and he is almost there to be have done with killing it. But Nidal player arrives on time, but I just don't think he's gonna be able to do this. And no, the tree of life has died, and that's nearly 400 gold and a lot of lumber down the drain. Nidal player just totally losing this game till this point. Till this point, the human player having a really good momentum right now. Nidal player trying to back him out, but well, I believe it's working. He's trying to focus down the units one by one. Breath of fire and the focusing of those piercing attack units did work out very well. He was able to kill about 4 footmen over there. 4 footmen for 1 tree of life. I guess that's a fair deal. Anyways, another tree of life being made at that expansion point. Human player has the towers up and has a lot of gold over there right now. He surely wants to invest the gold somewhere or the other as soon as possible, because he has like a major amount of it right now. Might want to choose to buy some items. It is debatable that when you like have so much gold, when you have an expansion in a one-on-one game, when you have an expansion and we have so much gold left in stock, you might just want to go to the goblin merchant or the marketplace, if the map has any. You're picking up a Naga Sea Witch as a second hero. I do not believe the Nidal has seen this yet, or has he? As the Naga Sea Witch is at low hit points and also has lost some mana. We know how he lost it. Demon Hunter probably mana burned it. Here comes the human player. While the Nidal player was creeping at this point, Nidal player not being able to kill the ogre magi and get the washer ward. Human player has engaged, and this is not looking very good for the Nidal player, because he was the one creeping. Although he was able to get one of the footmen kills, trying to burn off the mana from the Naga Sea Witch. Naga Sea Witch only needs the mana for that cold arrow, and I got that cold arrow is very unnecessary. And oh god, human player was able to steal away the watcher ward, and that means bad for the Nidal player. Slow being used over the Pander Brewmaster, and slow plus cold arrow, that is deadly. Still, being in that affected, being in that catalyst slowed plus poison frozen arrow, he was able to escape safe and sound and get back to his base to get some healing. Now Idle player getting the lures, getting the adapt magic training, adapt claw, adapt training, or whatsoever you might want to call it, for the root of the claws, has to get the master training as soon as possible, because the human player is nearly ready to attack. He's got spellcasters, he's got more teams, he's got riflemen, and he's got pretty much everything that an idle player does not want him to get. An idle player went for the expansion, but I just really don't see what an idle player can do with an expansion at this point. You can only you only go to like 60 food most of the time. You don't go over that unless and until you want to get a high upkeep and get less income from your gold mines. So what was his plan? I can't really say, but let's see. He does have very low amount of units at the moment, and well, at least he got one of the watcher wards by killing off that ogre magi and getting that item, or rather the rune. Seems to me like the human player wants to play StarCraft 2 style, setting up a few towers outside the other gold mine right beside his natural expansion, getting sorcerer's adapt training as well, and oh, that does prove to be deadly at times. Okay, I see what his plan is. He's gonna head inside in this mountain rocky place, use those mortar teams to blast away the Tree of Life. Can he actually reach there? I do not think so. The range is not enough. Well, the plan failed. I guess he's just gonna have to turn around from there and go. You can see the human player scouting around using the flying machine. I believe he does know that the idle player is creeping out this red camp, and well, will this red camp be the game shifter for the idle player? Will this be the thing that swings the momentum that the human player has been carrying forward throughout this game? Let's find out as the more teams are shelling away those bombs over the Tree of Life expansion of the idle player. Idle player getting in there on time. He does not have the final upgrade ready yet. He is in no condition of facing those. He's in no condition of facing the human army now. He needs those bears, and there he got him. But two of them are not enough. Not versus spellbreakers, not versus all of these things. That's gonna be deadly here. And does he have those things on hold position? I believe he did, just to save those more teams. And well, it did work out in some way, not that effectively though. Now the human player is kind of trapped over there. All of the units are in drunken haze. Human player popping up a scroll of healing. That was a scroll of healing indeed. I believe he did buy a few items, and yes, he did. He does have a lot of good items over there in his stock. What do you call this? Invulnerability stock of the Naga Sea Witch. My god, idle player losing those dryads. Only has like the bears at 50% of the hit points, and if these bears die, it is GG for the idle player. Will the idle player be able to swing the momentum and somehow get into shape and beat Yumiko? I can't say. And oh my god, human player setting up another expansion. I was right. He is going StarCraft 2 style, and oh my god, one more shell and those bears are history. When there goes idle player losing 2 bears, 3 bears. And that's nearly how much does a bear cost? I believe 250, 280 or 300. Can't be more than 300. If a bear costs like 300, that's nearly 900 gold down the drain. And the human player hardly lost anything except for a few footmen that were basically meant to be lost. And well, this is turning out to be a very one-sided game. Yumiko having the upper hand throughout the match, just dominating away every single corner, every single battle that he has engaged in, going to the shop, buying a few items, scroll of healing, potion of invulnerability, a few things that he does need. He's getting flare upgrade. That's a pretty good spell. It's not a spell to be exact, it's an ability. Ability of the mortar teams, and it only costs you like 50 gold and I believe 50 lumber too, and it's pretty good. Your mortar teams get to reveal any part of the map at once, only and only once. One mortar team only gets to reveal that once, but it's still pretty good. It does reveal a very good amount of the area of the map wherever you reveal, that is. Idle player tried to attack the human player's expansion, but it seems to me like the human player, and that was flare. He's using flare over here. I believe one over here. No, I guess no. And okay, Idle player trying to sneak in an expansion at the 1 o'clock or at the 2 o'clock position, and I don't know, even if he gets that expansion up, this game is just too far beyond lost, if you ask me. Idle player has lost so many things, and the human player has managed to get so much out of that time. He's got, and whoa, human player 1 somehow managed to find out that he has an expansion. I believe he did use flare at one point, and those wisps are having to run away. Probably gonna detonate over there, or no, they were actually sent over here to do some lumbering, but that's not going to be the case. Idle player trying to get in there, trying to attack the human player, but no way. I just don't see him winning this. There's no chance that he can defeat a human army of this size. This is it. This is pretty much GG for the Idle player. Well played by Yumiko, not so well played by U2M. And well, I guess this is really at GG. Well, thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for more games, and well, that's pretty much about it. And if you guys have checked out my other video series, that is Warcraft Fun Hours, you guys are most welcome to join in our little clan. You just have to like add me on Karina. My alias is Mr. Stormy Z, and that's it. You can like just get in, play with us, and be a part of the cast. Anyway, that is pretty much about it. Z out.